Hey, what's good YouTube? Antiyami here with a Smash Again number 44 wrap up. And I want to talk about doubles and singles in the bracket. Very, very, very exciting. I want to talk about it. I could have did a lot better, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what happened in every set, and we're going to talk about play-by-play of what happened, who I had to fight against, how doubles went, and how singles went. So let's just dive right into it. I have my little handy-dandy tablet here. It's not really a tablet, it's a laptop. Turn into a tablet. Check it out. Pretty lit. So let's talk about doubles. First of all, I teamed with Simba, which, in my opinion, me and Simba didn't really have too much team synergy going in. This is our first time actually teaming together. Pretty crazy. So we were kind of figuring out like what team we should even run. Because we were running, well, I didn't want to go like Robin Mewtwo. I also suggested that I have a Corn, so I was like, hey, let's run Corn, see how that works. And he decided to go Lucina. He told me that he'll go Mewtwo if he feels like that his Lucina is not where it wants to be. Which after we lost round 1, after being seeded number 2 in the tournament, was kind of like, whoa, okay, what happened? So we're gonna get into that right now. So round 1. And I like how my computer kind of shut down on me. Give me a second. Ooh. Okay, here we go. I was like, what happened? So, B and Simba went against Get 'em Cletus, which was a Sonic Cloud team that eventually switched to Bayonetta and Cloud after they lost, or after we won game 1. So game 1, relatively harmless. We kind of did pretty well. You know, we kind of understood what they were trying to do and things like that. We went against Cloud Bayonetta multiple times. That's actually a team in NC Lucky Win and Furf that we had plenty of great practice with the Cloud and Sonic matchup. So we already had great practice in that field. So we understood what we needed to do. We did our thing. I don't remember how close the game were. I believe it was probably maybe we had 3 stocks or 2 stocks. I don't remember, but I knew where we won it pretty convincingly. If they ran that team again, I know we could have easily took it. It was on Smashville. Game 2, they switched between one stayed Cloud and the other one went Bayonetta, and they took us to Lila. We ended up banning, I think, FD. I think that's what we ended up banning. I'm not 100% sure. I think it was in a FD or Town and City, one of the two. And they took us to battle to Lila, and that's when the Bayonetta made the switch. And I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. Simba, unfortunately, got Lilatted not once, twice, 3 times. Lilatted 3 times. So that was kind of like, all right, cool. So that was a lot of stocks dropped in that set. And then on top of that, we ended up losing that. Game 3, we went to Battlefield, and what I was thinking was what Battlefield is that, like, I was like, whoa, okay, so Battlefield is a really good stage. I mean, it's a really good stage for Cloud and Bayonetta, pretty subjectively, but with Corn and Lucina, I just thought that if we can get them in the air and get stage control with it, we pretty, do really good. And what happened was that we were doing really well. I ended up dying a lot because the Cloud player was throwing out a lot of like cross slashes. Like, as soon as he would have limit, he'll cross slash. It was ridiculous, and it caught us off guard every single time. That man did not have a cross slash or a limit for more than 10 seconds when he got it. It was ridiculous. He just busted out, and it always worked out for him. So it took us a second to adapt to that, but it is what it is. And it becoming, I think, a 1v1 versus the Bayonetta versus Simba's Lucina. And Simba, in my opinion, should have won it, but hey, it is what it is. Bayonetta got him in a silly combo and it killed him off the top. So that happened. So that sent us in losers. In losers, we went against Sad Boys, which was a pretty good 2-0. I don't recall who they were playing. Oh yeah, Sad Boys was I think Norakami and Save, I believe. No, maybe not. No, that was the round 2. Well, technically round 3 losers. So round 2, I don't remember who Sad Boys were. Unfortunately, I don't remember that. But yeah, I actually don't remember that. So rip them. Sorry, but it was a 2-0 from the standings of it. Round 3, losers, we went against Narukami and Save, which is a Fox hit. He opted to go Dark Pit, but he normally does play Pit, but he does obviously have a Dark Pit because, I mean, pretty similar for the most part. And we ended up taking that one 2-1. Not too much trouble. I know game 2, we kind of had a little bit of issues and they kind of took it. Game 1 and game 3 were pretty convincing. So, yeah, shout out to that. But I think, yeah, game 3 was definitely way convincing. Game 1 was pretty close. Game 2, they took it. And then in the next round, which is loser semis, we went against Ocean Man, which was Bomb Kid and Phoenix. And they ran Cloud Lucas, I believe. And it went to game 3. We shouldn't have, in my opinion, we shouldn't have lost. And forgive me, whoever gets like salty about this, whatever. But I feel like we shouldn't have lost it. But good stuff to them. I discredited them whatsoever. But it was one of those things that like, whoa, it shouldn't have happened. But it happened. So we definitely had to hold that. But good stuff for you guys for doing so well in bracket and getting that far with that team, because Lucas Cloud wasn't like, didn't synergize very well, but they made it work and it took us out. So shout outs to them. So, and they went up going against Kingdom Cletus, and they 3-0'd them, and then they went against Kai and Stockfield and got 3-0'd. So we ended up taking 4th in doubles, which is, could have did a lot better, but hey, it's whatever. We'll just do it again and reformat a plan. So with that said, moving on to singles, I was seeded number 3 for some reason. I actually had no idea why I was seeded 3 and why Bomb Kid was seeded number 2. But that's a whole nother story. So, anyway, my first round, I went against LO5, which was a Mario Fox player. That set was relatively really harmless. I went Robin versus the Mario and pretty much controlled the whole pace of the match and took it pretty easily. And then he went Fox, and I actually prefer Fox over Mario, so I was more comfortable. And I took it pretty easy as well. He actually went off stage for an edge guard, or he did something off stage at 17% on his first stock, and ended up getting him back here, and he didn't tech it, and he died. So it was very unfortunate for him on that one, but it was still a really good hype set. It just went really fast, and I had control for the most part. In round 3, I went against Flawless, which was a Bayonetta Rosa. So game 1, he went Rosa. For some reason, I went Dr. Mario. I have no idea why or intentions to go in Dr. Mario. I just went Dr. Mario. So round 1, Rosa versus Dr. Mario. He was controlling me for the most part. Got me off stage a lot and killed me first. And he was still at pretty like mid-ish percent. I brought it back, killed him pretty early. I forward smashed him near the ledge and killed him like below 100. And then I kind of took advantage of, I understood how he was playing, so I adapted to him a little bit more and caught him at the ledge with a down smash and ended up taking that game 1 with Dr. Mario. That shit was hard. I couldn't even approach. He did a lot of good controlling in the first stock. It was like hard to even approach that man. He actually had a lot of good reads on me and made it really hard for me to do anything. But after I took the stock, I kind of gained momentum and kind of took it from there. Just bought the Luma and took him from there. Game 2, he went Bayonetta, and I was like, yes, I like Bayonetta versus Dr. Mario, because Bayonetta, you can easily approach Bayonetta more than you can approach a Luma. So I was like, all right, I feel better. I just get the grab, do combos, Dr. Mario combos, and just do a back throw at the ledge or something and kill Bayonetta without getting witch time. My first stock I lost was to a witch time. I overextended with a Dr. Mario combo, and he kind of witch timed me for that. But thank God I already took the stock first, so it made it even. And then after I came back, I took momentum of the whole entire game 2. But brought him to about like 100-ish%. I was like 40 or 30%. And he just kind of like picked the momentum and then ran it back. And he got me at the ledge. And for some reason, he was charging a smash. And from some odd god reason, I decided to hang on the ledge for a little bit, watch him charge it, and then stood up and was like, hey, I'm Dr. Mario. And then he just, and I died to like at 100. And he was at 118. So yeah, I just died. I don't even know why I did it, but I did it. So that happened. And then game 3, I kind of two-stocked him on Battlefield. It was pretty much, I was like, all right, I'm ready to just go ahead and get it over with. I momentum them the whole entire time and just took it from there. So pretty solid game. In round 4, I went against Shotgun and Raptor Jesus, which is a match you just saw on stream. It just happened. I was the not Pink Robin. So if anybody was wondering about that, that's what happened. All this stuff is on YouTube, guys, so you guys can always check it out. But yeah, I end up 2-0 him, so I'm not gonna talk about the set too much because they just played, so I'm not gonna talk about it. I won pretty handily, pretty solid 2-0 in my opinion. Everybody was really excited to see this, like, ooh, the Robins, the Charlotte Robins are playing and see how that works out. And really good player. I think he knows a lot more about Robin than I do. I just happened to just play the match a little bit better than he did at the time, so I was like, all right, we'll take those. So that's what it was. So I ended up winning that. In winter semis, this is me playing right now in winter semis. Me versus Simba. I went Lucina versus Mewtwo, and as the match is playing on, you guys can see what's kind of going on. My big old head is blocking the screen, and my chair's doing a great job of censoring what's going on. But for the most part, it was the battle of the edge guards, and basically what happened was, like, whoever was off stage just took buttload of damage. So it was like the battle of who can get the other person off stage. There wasn't too much neutral going on. There's a lot of advantage and disadvantage state, but it was a lot of like fundamental spacing for me, and I played it really well. So I was really proud of myself how I played it in the set. It was unfortunate that he SD'd on his second game. He had so much momentum and was doing a really good job, but all of a sudden he just didn't SD. And I was like, okay, and that kind of shifted momentum. But thank God for that, because I think I would have lost game 2 to be honest. But yeah, I ended up taking it over 2-0 over him. In winners finals, I went against Kai, which I'm pretty sure that's the next match that's coming up next. I'm not sure. If it is, it's a Sonic. If you guys don't catch who Kai plays, but yeah, I went against him in winners finals, 3-1. It was a pretty one-sided match for the most part. I mean, I played neutral as best as I could, but he eventually, the more games went on, the more he adapted. And the more he just kind of took on damage and just figured me out and stuff like that. And I just couldn't have time to adapt and figure out what he was trying to do. So he just kind of played it really smart. So good stuff for him. He's known for adapting. I know I took game 1 off of, to me, kind of like a luck thing. I kind of like, he up B'd, and I was like 129% or something like that. And I was like, he was at 90, and I just up aired him and killed him. I was like, shout out to that. So that was kind of fortunate for me. Then the rest of the games were pretty much one-sided in my opinion. So I just need to get better at that matchup. I'm really good at Robin versus Sonic. Just when I fight Kai, he's just a whole new breed of just adaptation in Sonic. He just knows so much about the game. It's just ridiculous. So he ended up taking me out in winners. So I go in losers to have my rematch with Simba, and Simba ended up 3-0ing me. So with the same matchup. The first 2 games, it was a Lucina versus Mewtwo. I think Belleville and Smashville. And then I took him to game 3 on Corn on Battlefield, and didn't work out so well. It was close. It did work out, at least with the first stock, and then he kind of caught me off the ledge with a Shadow Ball and ended up killing me. So shout outs to that. I need to get better at the Mewtwo matchup because I feel like I struggle in that matchup more than I should. I need to learn a little bit more, but that caused me to get 3rd place in singles, which I know I could have done a lot better, especially making it in the winners finals. Not once, but twice in a row, and I'm not winning, so we need to work on that. But all right, guys, that's just a recap for that. So I got 3rd in singles and 4th in doubles. I'll definitely will run that back again in the next SIA or whatever tournament I go to, and because I know I have the abilities to do it, I just need to go out and put the time in and work at it and get better with my characters. So with that said, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. All right, Antiyami is out.